Hello YouTubers, today I'm going to explain to you guys, to the Yamsquad, why I've not been doing daily videos. But before I get to that, apart from a couple of Instagram posts, I've not really said thank you to the Yamsquad on the YouTube channel for breaking through the 20,000 subscriber barrier. Absolutely amazing to see the channel grow, and hopefully you guys can subscribe or stay subscribed and stay tuned for the next things that I have planned for the channel, for myself, for the future of the Yamsquad. As you may have noticed, I've not really been posting daily videos on the channel for the past month or so now. I actually had a little bit of a break. I went up to Scotland with Zoe to see my family, to have a little bit of an adventure, and it was there that I spent time really just having a little bit of a think and having a think about the future of myself and the future of this channel, and just how I've been sort of operating over the past 6 months to a year, and how I want to operate in the future 6 months plus. And I came up with a few things that I wanted to do differently, and not doing daily videos was a big part of that. There are a few reasons why I decided to do that, so without any further ado, let's get into that. Reason number one is the repetitiveness. So I was making videos just to put them on the line, and I felt like the videos were becoming very repetitive. And as always, one of the keys to motivation is variation. So when you're doing something very similar again and again, the motivation does take a bit of a hit, which then ties into a little bit of the next point, and that's the amount of time it took to make the videos. And I'm not saying the time spent editing or filming, more just the time in my head that was spent thinking about the vlogs. So it ended up being a case of I wasn't able to really be in the moment, be in the present, and focus on what I was doing at that time. For example, if I was going out on a walk through the countryside, I was thinking, okay, what is the subject of the next vlog? Whoa, that would be a good shot, that would be a great shot over there, if I walk over here, do over there. I wasn't able to just switch off for a little bit and appreciate the moment, appreciate where I was, appreciate what was going on around me. So again, when you're not able to really fully appreciate what goes on around you, it can have a big hit on the motivation. And as I've always said, motivation is a huge part of what we do. It gets us up in the morning, it gets us doing what we want to do, and it gets us through the daily grind, if the daily grind becomes a daily grind. But the idea is not to make it a grind as much as possible, and that kind of leads me on to my third point. Lastly, the biggest reason that I think is a good one not to do the vlogs daily anymore is because I've just not been doing it for fun. To begin with, the vlogs, over 700 episodes ago, I was making them for the sake of making them. I was making videos to experiment and to enjoy it, to have fun, to see what I can do. At the very beginning, I was also funded by British Rowing, as I was just off the team after getting kicked off because I was ill, and it meant that I was able to make the videos with less stress. Eventually that funding stopped, and then I had to find ways to fund myself while rowing and making the videos. So the videos themselves then became a way of making income for me, but that added extra pressure onto the videos themselves. Rather than just having some fun, doing some experimentation, it was more of a, I have to get these videos out, I have to go and put these videos online as often as possible every day to keep the income going. So I'm just going to take a little bit of time to kind of explain how money is made via ad revenue. So a viewer clicks on a YouTube video and then an ad pops up. The creator gets paid when either a person clicks on that ad or the ad is viewed, depending on the ad itself that shows up. The unit is generally used to gauge how much a creator gets paid in ad revenue is cost per milli. That is the cost per 1,000 views or 1,000 clicks of that ad that a creator will get paid. So it's not actually done by views. So you could have a video with 1 million, 1 billion views, but if there are no ads on the channel, or if there are ads on the channel that aren't being watched or being clicked on, then there will be no ad revenue for that video. So now, with making money becoming more of a priority on the channel versus just having a bit of fun, making videos to experiment and to learn, it meant that I wasn't super happy with all the videos that were going up, and I was just sort of putting them up to put them up rather than putting them up to have fun, if that makes sense. But also it was a kind of constant struggle between, okay, I need to try and earn money here, but that video could have been better. So over the past couple of weeks, couple of months, I've been thinking of ways to sort of supplement or help combat the issue of, okay, I'm posting less videos, so I'll be getting less ad revenue. So one way is try and make better videos. So that's what I've been doing over the past few weeks, is putting a lot more effort into the videos and making videos that people want to sit and watch and be like, oh wow, that's pretty cool. And then there's the other one that I've been trying to think, how can I give back to the Yamsquad? How can I give back to all of you who have really been helping me? Well, there's a website called Patreon, and I've had Patreon for a while now, but I haven't really got it off the ground. For those of you that don't know, it's a website where you can directly support the creator of your choice, or creators of your choice. You basically can donate money to them if you want to. But why would you just send money to them? Well, on Patreon you can offer things to your patrons. So for example, on my Patreon previously I have put podcasts of myself talking about things that I don't really talk about on the vlogs. I've posted pictures that I don't post on Instagram and different things like that. But I have always struggled with the Patreon because I've been posting so much content on YouTube. I was struggling to differentiate the content that was on YouTube that I can post on Patreon. Plus it meant that I was trying to create more content that I was already sort of on the limit of content production. So now with doing less videos, I want to try and make a little bit more content for my Patreon to give back to the Yamsquad. So starting the podcast again. So initially I was just talking about different subjects that I'm interested in that I wouldn't generally really talk about in the vlogs, or maybe talk about things that might be happening in the future that I won't tell you about in the videos on YouTube until they happen. Or now that I'm doing, rather than doing a daily video, doing a weekly video, I can post the link to the video itself before it goes live, so that if you were a Patreon, then you can get early access to the video. And I have a few more ideas to make the Patreon really special. If you do have any questions about that, let me know in the comments below, and there is a link in the description below to my Patreon, but we'll be going through some changes over the next week or two. But with this new sense of adventure gathered by the visit to Scotland and a lot of big plans happening in the future, I really want to make the Yamsquad that powerful community of support that I really know it can be, and on track again, burst through that barrier of 20,000 subscribers. And really again, thank you so much to the Yamsquad for all the support getting there, and on the road to 100,000 subscribers, and just imagining just a vision of the YouTube plaque for 100,000 subscribers and having Yamsquad written across it. That would be absolutely insane. So hopefully all that made sense about why I've reduced the number of videos I've been doing on the channel. And with the videos that I've produced over the last couple of weeks, hopefully you can see that the want to make some awesome content for the Yamsquad is still there. I'm really excited to share the next stage of the journey with you all, so make sure you are subscribed and you're staying tuned for that, because over the next couple of weeks a lot of things will be finalized, and then I'll let you know when it all happens in another video. And then I will see you in next week's episode, where hopefully we'll be getting some of the guys from Leander back on the channel. Have a good one.